On my day off, I went kayaking on the Colorado in Bastrop, did about 6 miles, and I found something. Check it out.
I see a craft. It looks like a Heritage. It's a cute little small kayak. There we go. That's pretty steep and a lot of flotsam and jetsam here. Which I can climb that. Watch this right in here. Unless you're George Washington, you shouldn't be, you shouldn't stand in a craft like this. Oh man. All right, we're almost within reach here. Now be careful what you wish for. It's all gonna come down onto this, so. All right. We climbed up here. Stay. But if this one floats, oh, it's got rod holders in it. This is nice. Ooh. Yeah, it's taking on quite a bit of gross water here. Technically, I don't have time for this. I've got less than an hour left of sunlight. Whoo! It's mail, y'all. By the way, I highly recommend a PFD for several reasons. One, it's safe. Two, notice how it's hiding my droopy chest and my gut. Look at that. I look pretty good for 61, right? Get a PFD. It's like a girdle that can save your life. Very, very heavy. Oh, holy crap. I'm not gonna drop it down there because that's just silly. So I'm gonna see if I can walk it over. Oh, Lord. Man, it's like reeling in a marlin. Man, it's sure making me work for it. I still got a lot of crap in there, too. Now, it's hard to tell angle, but that's about a 5-foot drop off there. Ratchet strap somebody was using as like a dock tie. And I can work my way down. Let's take a moment to enjoy my Vans. Oh crap. My plan is to take this orange ratchet strap here, tie it under the rear of my kayak, and then paddle, and we shall launch the Heritage. By the way, if you're in Bastrop and this kayak looks familiar to you and you've lost it, please let me know, and I'll make sure that it gets to you. I'm serious. I know what it's like to lose things, so this is a fun treasure, but it clearly belonged to somebody. So if you recognize it, contact me. Rather than to tie an anchor to my kayak, I think it'll just be smarter to hold on to it and see if I can pull it out. Oh. I've run aground. There you go. Hey, other than being smelly and a little loaded down with whatnot, she's very, very seaworthy. I'll tie her off. If you can't tie a knot, tie a lot. That's a 1/2-inch bowline with a pig knuckle twist. All right. Follow me, lass. I got my work cut out for me. I'm 3 miles away from where I need to be, where my wife is gonna pick me up. She's gonna be so happy to see this extra kayak. Hey, you guys, I found a kayak. Nobody there, it's just the squirrels. They gave me the finger. And let's see. Yep, it's got an HIN number on it. For some reason, it's just not tracking. It's turning sideways while I'm pulling it, so here we go. Ooh, that's sharp. Wow, it's a nice blade. I like it because you can do gloved operation, and it's got an oxygen wrench, a seatbelt cutter. Well, that's a pop top. Here's a seatbelt cutter, glass breaker. I haven't tried the glass breaker yet. This thing was like $17. It's surprisingly heavy. And if I lost this, I wouldn't cry. Oh, crap. Come back, my treasure. So I'm going to, instead of the bow, I'm going to tie off on the stern here and see if maybe it tracks a little better. Yeah, that's definitely tracking better. It was turning completely sideways and it looked like it was going to take on water. Hang on, treasure. We're going through the rapids. This is about the extent of it right here. I had to put some layers on. It's starting to get cooler. Every treasure comes with a price. Like, there's a weight to it. I was in Paradise Island about 30 years ago in the Bahamas, and I was snorkeling. Oh, there's a fish. I had a really good rip current.
Uncle Mullet has erroneously referred to a rip current. It was a longshore current.
And you can just kind of ride them and just look at the beautiful... I was actually collecting sea biscuits. You can tell when a sea biscuit is dead because it's white. If it's brown, it's alive, and I leave it. But the white ones, they look really cool. They're like poofy sand dollars. And something really crazy happened. That rip current started literally taking me out to sea. Like, the island came to a tip, and I was moving out. And it was strong. I was a strong swimmer at the time, probably in one of my peak shapes. And I had some stiff, long power fins, and I had to leg lock, and I kicked for over an hour. And I was making progress, not making progress. And I could see that I might make the tip of the island of Paradise Island, but it just kept pulling me out. And so I had a dive flag, but I also had a big net with all those sea biscuits in it. And I'm like, I gotta cut it. I've got to cut it off. I'm gonna die. But before I cut it, I took one sea biscuit, and I had this little side pocket on my shorts. And y'all, I barely made it to the tip of that island. It took about an hour and a half. I was there with my girlfriend, Katie, and she lost sight of my dive flag, so she was panicked, and she got a lifeguard. They were already starting to look for me. And so I was rubber legs, and I'm just like walking up with my dive flag, my little sea biscuit in my pocket. And this lifeguard comes up to me and he goes, "Are you Scott Hardy?" I went, "Yes, sir." And he goes, "We've been looking for you." And I was like, "Yeah, that rip current, dude, that was humbling." He looks at me and he goes, "Are you serious?" And I went, "Yeah." And he goes, "You were in the Gulf Stream." I was like, "Oh, the Gulf Stream?" And he goes, "Yeah, it goes right by here." And you hear things like jet stream and Gulf Stream, you don't really think that they're that powerful. But I've been in the Gulf Stream, and it's a river. And I still have that sea biscuit to remind me to stay humble. Stay humble in nature, because you're never really in control. You're never really in charge. You're always at the mercy of the elements. I mean, I say be as prepared as you can. For sure. I mean, I've got layers here. I've got 2 headlamps. I've got a bright flashlight. I've got provisions. I've got a backup lithium charger. I've got my firefighting radio, and it's all in a dry bag. Mile 5. Okay, one more mile. Y'all, thanks for listening to my stories. I got a lot of them, and Christine is exhausted. So thank you for listening. Are you still back there? Oh, there she is. She's still there. This will be really cool if we find the owner. That'd be really cool. Reunite them.
Sometimes you'll find yourself in the middle of nowhere. And sometimes in the middle of nowhere, you'll find yourself.
Ahoy! We made it to land.
Once again, if you recognize this kayak on the left here, contact me.
Oh, wow. That was amazing. That was a lot of fun, and still wearing my PFD. It's also keeping me warm. So let's see what we have here for snacks. Christine's on her way. And I have an MRE. Nice. What else do I have in here? Oh, I forgot about that avocado. They're the delicious, healthy grenade of the vegetable world. Just take it. Oh, no, don't throw it. Peel it and eat it. Just look at that deliciousness. What's not to... We got lots of critters here. Is that Christine? No. Just some random person who's probably going to show up and kill me. But let me enjoy my avocado before that happens. All gone. I also have some almonds, some locally grown almonds. You say almond or almond? Who doesn't love a delicious raw almond? Now, you're probably thinking, this guy is 61, he eats pretty healthy, he's in decent shape. I still like McRibs. Oh. When that McRib comes around seasonally, I could eat 5 of them. Yeah. And if you're in your 20s, you probably get away with that. But at my age, that's a career decision. 5 McRibs, out. I also have an apple. I can't remember the brand. I just got them in a bag at H-E-B. And it says on the bag something like, ignore the peel or pay no attention to the outside of this apple. But this is one of the snappiest, sweetest, yet tart apples I've ever had. I put this above a Honey Crisp all day long. This is an amazing, just listen to it. Look at that succulent, sweet flesh. No, it's not Christine. And just in case y'all think I'm one of them granola eating the health nuts, well, I am, but look at this. Dr. Pepper, 23 flavors. I wonder what those flavors are. Well, a lot happened on this trip. I recovered a kayak. I almost sunk my kayak with a kayak, which is talent. I didn't almost sink it. I just sort of super floated when it plunged in, and then it was like it raised up my kayak. I could just see it going wrong one way, so I made it go wrong another way, which is so important in problem solving. And thanks for going along with me on this journey. Thank you for listening to my stories. You know, I got a lot of them. And I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. And until next time, continue to be good to one another, live to ride another day, and I thank y'all. She should be here. She should be here soon. Hello? It's time to put on my hoodie. Some people put on a hoodie, they look cool. You're 61. I look like a granny.
Oh, I just love them avocados. I eat them without my teeth in.
In the 70s, we saw this commercial where a Native American chief cried when he saw litter, so I gotta do that. Give a hoot, don't pollute. You came and got me.
I saved you. I feel like it's 1982 and I'm...
It's 1982 in this truck, right?
It's way back.
Oh yeah, that's OBS, baby.
Unlock so I can fall in the passenger side. Look, I was all cute, like, and then it got cold.
Oh, you were adorable.
I had showered and cleaned and everything.
Oh my goodness. I hope you guys have a Christine in your life.
Like agreed to it, and then I went, this might not be a good idea.
I had a good hour out here enjoying my avocado.
God, in the dark, I would not want to be out here by myself.
I love it. I love it. What do you think of it?
Wow.
Once again, y'all, this kayak got washed away by a storm, so if it looks familiar to you or anyone you know, please email me, contact me. Thank you.
Oh, I just love them avocados. I eat them without my teeth in.